Congratulations on finishing the movie October Sky. I'm hoping it was a fun experience for you and that you're eager to start rockets. The way that this lesson is going to be presented to you for the next couple weeks is in a modular format. What a module is a PowerPoint or interactive lesson that will walk you through what you need to do step by step in order to complete your rocket and learn about rockets and space. First off, you should have your rocketry and space work-along packet. If you have not received it, please make sure that you get one. There are a lot of questions that are going to have to be answered during the duration of this lesson. To access the lesson, you and your partner will report to your workstation. In the center of the desktop on the computer, you will see this 1161 Lego drive. When you double click on it, you are going to see two shortcuts. The first one says Advanced Robotics, and the next one says Rocketry and Space. Advanced Robotics is for 8th graders. You are Rocketry and Space, 7th graders. Go ahead and double click on that. If it asks for your Google login, go ahead and log in. I am already logged in, so you will see that it automatically appears to the main menu screen. So this lesson is going to take you about 3 weeks to complete, and you will be watching movies and instructional videos throughout the module. You will also see that it's divided into 6 separate chapters that give you a heading of what you will be doing for each one. So the first one is Chapter 1, Introduction. So for this video, I'm going to walk you through Chapter 1, and I'm also going to walk you through part of Chapter 2 to show you how these lessons are going to be completed. When you get to your workstation, you are going to go back and start Chapter 1 on your own with your partner at the workstation. Now, when I say partner, I mean someone you're sharing the computer with, not somebody you're building a rocket with. Each student will be building your own rocket. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Chapter 1, Introduction, how to operate the module. So you will see the 3 buttons at the bottom. In this case, we didn't have a previous page, so there is not a back one page, but it's pretty common sense. If you want to go forward a page, you go next page. You want to go back a page, go back one page. And to get to this screen, this is considered the main menu button. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Next, Rules and Procedures. So today you'll start with Chapter 1 and continue with the lessons in order. Make note of the slide number or chapter number that you have left off at the end of class. Be sure to watch the movies. Don't just search for the answers in your rocketry and space packet. Again, make sure that you are watching the movies. Don't just search for the answers. If you have a question, turn on your call light, remain seated at your workstation. Your teacher will come over and help you. If the instructions tell you to do something, go ahead and do it. Don't wait for your teacher to tell you that you need to complete it, because each student will be at a different point in the lesson at different times. So if the video is telling you to do something, then you're just going to go ahead and do what the video said to do. In this case, I'll go ahead and click on Next Page. Cleanup and procedures. When your teacher calls for cleanup, you need to stop what you're doing. Mark where you've left off. There are tiny garbage cans at each workstation where you can throw away any tiny scraps. Return any scissors, rulers, glue, markers, or anything that you have borrowed from workstation 15 or from the display case. And make sure that you put your rocket laying down in your period appropriate drawer. To make note of that, you will see that at the front of each drawer, it will have a workstation number and the period assigned to that specific drawer. So make sure you're putting your materials in your drawer. This is how you'll be graded. I will let you guys go through and see how the entire unit breaks down. And then this video here is an opportunity for you and your partner to see if your sound works. So you'll have the headphones plugged into the computer, and you are both going to have them on. When you play this video, this is a collage of rocket explosions. So this is a really good opportunity for you to see if your sound works and if you like it at a higher volume or a softer volume. This is an individual pre-test, which means that each student is going to click on the icon here and take the pre-test. A pre-test is not a graded assignment, but will be considered a part of your participation grade. So in here, you would type in your first and last name, select your period, and you are going to answer each of the 10 multiple choice questions. Again, it is not a grade, so if you do not know the answer, just please go ahead and take a guess. Make sure that you're doing this individually and that you are not looking off of the person you are sharing a computer with. After each student has taken the pre-test, then please go back to the main menu. That is everything for Chapter 1. Now I do want to show you Chapter 2 to show you the difference between movies and videos and how you'll be completing the rest of the module. This here is a really interesting video. It shows how big space is. You can watch this on your own time. This here is a recap about what is Rocket Boys and leading into the rocketry in space. Now this says to get one 8.5 by 11 sheet of plain printer paper, one clear plastic tube, one glue bottle, and one Q-tip. When it says one, this is saying one per student. So if you are at a workstation with someone, then you are going to need 2 plain printer paper, one plastic tube, one glue bottle, and so on and so forth. So again, make sure that you're getting enough materials for each person to have their own. After you have gotten your materials, whether they be in your kit or if they be at the display case, go ahead and click on Next. These videos here are going to show you what to do with those materials. So if I click on Play.
The airframe is the body of the rocket. When finished, it will be 11 inches in length and constructed from 3 separate layers. Piping paper. Roll the paper and tube together so that the paper on the edge of the paper. Spread the glue with the dauber and continue rolling the tube.
Okay, so as you can see, I fast forwarded through those because I wanted to save on time, but you can see that the materials from the previous screen are going to be utilized in the video here, and the video is going to show you how to use those materials. Please make sure that you pause and replay if something does not seem clear to you. You are also going to be watching movies. So this one, for example, is called Before Time and Space, and if you look at your packet, the very first video that you are answering questions on is called Before Time and Space. So as you watch this movie, you will be finding the answers here. Some of these questions might look familiar because they were from your pre-test, which you will then see on the last day during your post-test. Okay, so once you're done watching that movie, you'll then click Next. It'll tell you more materials to get, how to use them. Then you'll watch another movie. Then you'll get more materials. Then you'll build with those materials. Then you'll get more, and then you'll build, and so on and so forth. And it goes back and forth like that throughout all of the different chapters. If you have any questions, please make sure, again, you turn on your call light. Have fun, be safe, and please listen to your teacher.